right, welcome to another episode of the Logicast. My name is BlankaKong, joined by Gunner Eos and Mr. Esoteric Skills. And this week's episode is going to be about Black Friday. Black Friday is tomorrow, so you're listening to this on Thanksgiving Day, if you're listening to it on the day that we post it, or maybe the day before, right? Because it's Wednesday, Thanksgiving is always on Thursday. So, with that being said, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys are having a good Thanksgiving dinner. Hopefully, getting drunk, but maybe not too drunk, right, to make bad decisions. And maybe you're getting your Black Friday on and buying some stuff online or in person. Because that's not really a thing we do anymore, is buy things in person, right? So this week's episode is going to be just a trip down memory lane, and we're going to look at some old GameStop Black Friday ads, and we're going to start in the year 2008. Some people who listen to this might not have been alive during this time.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh my God, we were in college during that time.
Yeah, but we were I think sophomores in college at that point. And the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and the Wii were the juggernauts of the gaming industry. And here we have the first page. So Xbox 360 Arcade Edition, $200, comes with a free game. GameStop exclusive free Rainbow Six 2. I guess when you purchase an Xbox.
Kind of hard to see, but yeah.
Yeah, so something hardware, something here. It's hard to see because it's a low quality image, and I'm zoomed in, but it doesn't help with that text. 2 free games with this particular Xbox bundle for $300. Same with this one here. Doorbuster specials. 4
PSP UMD
gigabyte
movies.
Memory card for $25. That's 50% off. So this thing was $50. 4 gigabytes for $50, right?
Now we on terabytes.
Well, what year did the PSP come out? Because I remember those things being more expensive than $50. Especially
PSP came out, I think, in 2005, if I'm not mistaken. I believe 2005.
Okay.
Guitar Hero, $129. And these are going for way more now. Like now it's like, well, maybe not way more, but like they've lost their value, and then as time passed on, and we're now in the modern age, people are going back to these games. Yeah. So these games have regained their value, especially if you have good condition guitars.
True. Oh, look at the UMD selections. What's that? Fantastic Four, terrible movie.
Robots.
What was that? Robots.
And
yeah.
Zathora? I don't know.
Or Zathura, something like that.
Know.
Shit. Some early 2000s fucking young adult movie, looks like.
With dozens to choose from. Not hundreds, dozens.
Yeah, I mean, knowing what we know now, it really didn't leave dozens.
Nope, absolutely not.
But
I mean, it was a good idea. This was before streaming, anybody who's listening. This is before streaming, so you couldn't just put Netflix or Hulu or whatever on your PSP and watch Game of Thrones or some shit. Like, this was how you watched movies, and back then, that was like a portable
this was
movie?
revolutionary.
Yeah, this was the most convenient way to watch something because it was a portable device, and the videos were in the form of UMDs, which were like small tiny discs that were encapsulated by plastic. So like, that was
ran at like 720 or maybe some even 1080p. So probably more like 720 if I had to guess. But back then I was like, shit, I'm watching the greatest movie known to time, Fantastic Four, on my PSP on the bus or some shit.
Oh yeah, I remember getting Spider-Man 2 for the PSP. Yeah, I think it came with it when you purchased it. Yeah.
Final Fantasy Spirits Within, the only you.
Yeah.
Not the best Final Fantasy movie.
So here's another thing that they don't really do anymore. All offers on this page are valid from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. on that day only. So you have like a small window, just a few hours to get these deals. Now Black Friday fucking starts
It's like the
at the
month,
beginning
right?
of November now.
Yeah. It's like Black Month.
Here's some deals
Yeah,
for the
things
Wii.
have.
You were saying things what?
I was saying things have become pretty convenient for the consumer. They have a lot more time. I remember like just watching videos of people up early fighting to the death practically for getting like a big screen TV or the latest game console. It was like Hunger Games out there, so
Yeah, now you just sit on your ass and fill your cart with stuff, and some poor schmuck is gonna deliver it to you in the rain, sleet, snow, or shine.
yeah.
You got some Wii games. High School Musical 3 for $50. Jesus.
That's too
Well,
expensive,
shit.
even in 2008 money.
I mean, not how old. How much were Wii games back then? They were 60,
No, they
right?
retailed at 50, I believe. And then 60 would be for like big box packages like this.
Okay, okay. It's been a while.
Yeah. Remember the Wii accessories?
Oh,
Oh, yes. Good times.
get your a beefy sensor bar. I remember the sensor bar. That thing's if you didn't have the optimal setup for that, you were gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, true.
Here's the Wii system,
Oh, speaking of the Wii.
$249 with Wii Sports. Remember when games came with the hardware?
That was another thing I was gonna say in the Xbox
Physical
section.
games.
Yeah, they gave you full physical games. Now you just get a
Yeah.
code.
Yeah, even back in the days, right? When earlier consoles came out, like it came with a game. Like I remember getting the Sega Genesis and it came with the first Sonic. Nowadays, you have to buy the game separate with the console that you're purchasing, and later on it depends on when the console comes out, because at launch you have to buy it separate and you have to buy the game as well, and then over the years they'll bundle it, kind of like what they're doing on these circulars. So yeah.
Damn, I remember the Wii Speak. I'm looking at the Animal Crossing, with Wii Speak, because Nintendo being Nintendo, they couldn't just have a mic. They had a literal open mic that you put on your television, and I always thought that was like, oh, okay, so everybody makes fun of the kid playing music or having the vacuum on while you're playing Call of Duty. That's what a mic that's close to the mouth. Imagine this. This is just an open mic, so someone can just drop the craziest racial slur, and it's just like, oh, well, all my friends on Animal Crossing just heard that.
Well, luckily no one was really playing Call of Duty on the Wii. I vaguely remember, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we use this for Monster Hunter Try?
Oh, well, that would be you and
Yeah,
Kong. I was
so
not around
I
during Fridays.
yeah, I remember buying it for Try. I didn't buy Animal Crossing, but they sold the Wii Speak microphone separately. I think it was like $30 or something like that. And that's how, because the Wii didn't have like a party system or anything like that, and Discord didn't exist. I remember at one point when we were playing Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on the Wii U, me and another friend, another college comrade, I guess we'll call him. We used the party system that they introduced for the PlayStation Vita on our PS Vitas to communicate while playing our Wii U's.
Oh, that's right.
damn.
That's right. Yeah.
So,
That's
yeah, you had to
right.
get creative back then if you wanted to, do real time verbal communications. That shit was not common.
Yeah. I
Now
don't
you
even
got-
think phones were like unlimited minutes during
Back
that time. You had to
back
wait for
then,
like
you had to wait
9
till like after 7 or 8 or something like that to get like unlimited minutes, because you were limited on how many minutes you had per phone call.
Yeah.
Or per month or
Yeah.
whatever it was.
Yeah.
Remember when controllers
Good
were
time.
affordable? They're $40 for a first party controller.
Bruh. And then you would buy one Wiimote and it would last you the entire life of the freaking Wii. Yeah, I remember days like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they want like fucking arm.
Now
and
it's
leg for a
double
new
the
controller.
price, and it'll break, probably get stick drift within like the first 3 months
Yep.
of you owning it.
Yeah. You commit the sin of using it.
Here's the DS. This is going for a lot of money. This Guitar Hero thing here.
Yeah, I'm looking at that Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
$40.
40 bucks. That's just like 100 something now.
Luckily, I still have mine, so
I got mine back before they got rid of DS games. I'm so glad I did.
oh man, that hurt my soul.
40 bucks, damn.
I think there's more to see with DS. It's gonna rock you.
Brain Age, oh, 149. Whew, such a decent price for a.
Well, this is with a game.
Man.
Yeah,
the
man.
system by itself was 129.
That's true. You're right.
Yeah, and a case. You get a case with that too.
And then you get this Mario one with New Super Mario Bros. It's a great platformer. Retail at $30. It's retained that value too. It's still like a $30 game roughly. Sometimes more depending on condition.
Yeah, that's the crux with Nintendo. Like their games, their first party definitely maintain
a $30 Pokemon game. Whoa, what a concept!
I was trying to look at that.
What's that?
Yeah,
Pokemon Ranger.
$30
Pokemon.
No,
Ranger. Yeah. Shadows.
I was just saying what's that because like $30 Pokemon game in what age?
2008.
Wowzers.
There's PSP. This is the PSP I bought. This was the year that I bought this particular PSP to play Monster Hunter. I remember that day very well. And I remember trading in Madden 2008 right away, or 2009 right away. I was like, I don't want that shit.
Oh yeah, you bought it while we were in school, and then you went to like around the corner, right, or something like that.
Yeah, it was a GameStop, just a few blocks away from us.
Yeah, I ended up getting the green one with Metal Gear. So
yeah, it's a nice one.
Ooh.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 12 greatest hits version, $10.
Resident Evil 4, yep, $10 as well.
PlayStation 2 systems are somehow more expensive now than here.
Yeah, Guitar Hero was really popular. I mean, it was on practically everything. But...
Yeah, people loved it, man. It was like the casual man's game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, Resistance 2, that brings back memories. Little Big Planet was a good game.
Go ahead.
I heard
Buzz
Quiz
yeah.
was
talk about it.
Heard that was decent. Never played
Sure,
it though.
Yeah. You got the four buzzer box set.
Yeah,
I still in your collection. You don't have to lie. It's all right.
Oh nah.
Remember these wireless keypads?
I had it. Yeah, I forgot why I bought. I think it was to play some MMO, and it didn't work out like I imagined it.
Maybe 11.
It was. I think it was Final Fantasy 11. It didn't work out.
Yeah, I've never owned one, so.
Oh, fucking MGS4. To this day, that game is still trapped on the PlayStation 3.
Yeah, you're right.
And apparently you need, I mean, it's getting better now, but you need like a supercomputer to emulate it on PC. Like, you need a really beefy computer. Because the PS3 is apparently such a weird hodgepodge console that even emulating it is, like, more trouble than it's worth for a lot of people.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
The PlayStation 3 was a very weird console. That's why, like, you didn't see a lot of games developed for it, because apparently, like, you see these in like documentaries now. Developers said the PlayStation 3 architecture was weird to develop for. It was, but yeah, MGS4. That's a great Metal Gear, but you gotta bust out that thing to play it.
It is. It definitely is a great Metal Gear. I think that's honestly where I stopped. I have the others. I just haven't gotten around to playing them. But 4 was pretty solid.
Yeah, it was a great game.
Long ass cutscenes, but still good.
More 360 here.
Oh, this Xbox. We were Sony ponies back in the day. We didn't mess with this.
Ooh, Web of
Not
Shadows.
exactly.
I mean,
Not exactly. I had a 360, and you guys
convinced me to get a PS3 this year. Actually, this is the year that I got it, earlier in the year. But before this, I was a 360 kid. So
So I wasn't a 360 kid. However, during the time when the PS3 was released, that was '06 if I'm not mistaken. Um, I couldn't find it. I couldn't get it anywhere. It was really scarce. So, I ended up buying a 360 and getting Gears of War for it, and that's when I just like fell in love with that franchise. So
well, you
yeah, I
you
didn't
had
get
you
it
had both.
until much
You had
later.
both, right? By this time.
Yeah, I ended up getting both. Yeah.
Ooh, look at that OG
I
Armored
was just
Core
looking at that.
4, right? Yeah,
20
yeah.
bucks. That game is worth like $80 to $100 now, complete like that.
Is that four or is that four answer?
I think that's 4. Because I remember 4 Answer had the Armored Core flying over water. I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't quote me
I
on
think
that.
that's correct. I was thinking back to the box art. I think that's for answer, which is the,
Yeah.
I guess the updated version to 4.
Yeah, some would say the playable version.
Shout out to my coworker for giving me that copy because I had Armored Core 4 like when it first came out and I did not understand how to play that game at all. Like I couldn't even get the mech out of the garage or whatever. Like it was so complex. And I think that was one of the very few games I traded in and I regretted it. I so
Yeah,
regretted it.
it was. The interface was not the best. It was tough to play.
Dead Space was a new game.
Damn.
Ooh.
That's...
We got PC boxed.
Oh my
games.
god, when PC used to be physical.
Man.
Damn, if you want to play WoW, you get the big ass WoW starter kit.
Yep, new release. Look with the big star, man. I love these circulars, man. I used to lit up as a kid when I seen them. A lot of stuff I wasn't gonna be able to get, of course, because finances were a little tight. But just seeing those things and man, it's just not the same, man. It's just not the same.
Oh god, this page.
$30 for a GameCube?
This page
Holy
right
shit,
here
that
hurts.
hurt me.
This hurts to see.
300 used games for under 10. Oh my god. Oh.
Find me the time machine now.
Yeah, please.
$50
Oh
for
my
a Game Boy
god.
Advance. 600 used games for under 10. Most of these games are a minimum of like $40, cart only.
Yeah, that's Metroid. I know that in
Yep.
the middle.
Golden Sun on the left. Torok right behind it. Link to the Past. Not Link to the Past.
Link's Adventure.
Adventures of Link. Yeah. But I don't know what the one behind that is.
And the 3DS, another Metroid game for the DS game, Final Fantasy 3. Yeah, this looks like Final Fantasy 3. And I think that might be a Phoenix Wright game. Yeah, it's a Phoenix Wright game. And
Then
Cars, because, can't forget Cars.
Then you got Luigi's Mansion. You got freaking Metroid Prime. You got Sonic Adventures 2. Then you got, it looks like on the far left, Crystal Chronicles.
Yeah, that is Crystal Chronicles, yeah.
Then you got Halo Combat Evolved. You got Soul Calibur with Spawn. Splinter Cell. Jesus Christ, man.
And these were old. These were considered like, yo, get these old systems out of my face.
Oh, man. Oh.
Yep. Now GameCubes are like $150, $200. They're somehow more expensive than they were when they first came out. So that's where we're at with that.
Supply and demand, man. Supply and demand. I wonder, so, now that we're having this conversation, I wonder what would it take for these guys to just republish these consoles? I mean, because they have done it to some degree, right? Like they had the mini Nintendo, the mini NES, the mini Super Nintendo, and them shit sold like hotcakes. So why not even try? I mean, besides Xbox, because Xbox has the backwards compatibility with the Series X. It goes all the way for as back as I can remember. Like, why not for the PlayStation maybe re-release a PS3 or a PS2 or whatnot to kind of mitigate this monstrosity of a market. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely. Well, I guess I after asking the question, I would answer it by basically the whole digital market where they're just putting those games.
Hey, okay.
So I kind of answered my question there, but like
Yeah.
if they were to put the systems out, I feel like people would
Like,
definitely buy it.
why do that when we could just charge you a subscription fee and just have you emulate the games? It
Yeah,
costs them practically nothing, and in the case of Nintendo, you now pay $30 extra on top of the 20 you were paying a year to get access to N64 and Sega Genesis games.
yeah, true. After asking the question,
Yeah,
I thought about it. I was like, yeah, because it's not monetarily to their advantage, which
yeah.
makes sense. But
I mean,
I feel
they did
uh-huh.
do stuff like the PlayStation Mini and the Super Nintendo Mini, but that's just like nostalgia super fan stuff. Only super fans are really getting that or got it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking like, okay, so the PS2, they make like it's the whatever anniversary of the PS2. Let's re-release it with a limited amount of them or whatever, because at the very least, not everybody will be able to acquire one, but they'll be able to play their PlayStation 2 games. Because I don't know about like other people out there, but in my case, like if I don't have, there was consoles that I don't have that I still have games for, and I can't play them because I no longer have the console. So, you know it'd be nice, I think.
Well, these
It would.
people are not in the business of being nice. They're in the business of making
True.
money.
Good point.
And it's funny you say that. So a friend of mine he gave me a few PS1 games that he didn't have a need for anymore, and one of those games was Final Fantasy IX. But what was interesting about this particular copy of Final Fantasy IX was it had a silver back like a regular DVD, and I was like,
Ooh.
I don't know, dude. I think this is like a reproduction cart or disc, not a cart, a reproduction game. I think you need a modded PS1 to play this. And he was like, no, dude, I played it on my PS1. I was like, your PS1's not modded? And he goes, no. I go, you sure? And he goes, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I go, huh, okay. I don't believe you, but all right. I'll take the free game though. So anyway, I decided, okay, well, surely it won't play on my PS3 because that's how you can tell if a game is a fake, or a burned game or whatever. It won't play on official
Yeah.
hardware, and none of my hardware is really modded or anything. So I popped it in and it worked, and I was like, what? So I was like, there's no fucking way. So I look it up, and apparently Square Enix was republishing some of their older PS1 Final Fantasy games up to 2019 at like $20 or $30 a pop. And I think one of the stipulations that Sony had put in place was you had to have like the original files from back then, from the 90s or whatever, in order to do it. And they allowed them to not have to do the black bottoms. And I'm sure that was like a cost measure to not have to like put whatever dye or whatever process they had to go through in order to get the black bottom of the discs. They save however much doing that, but those games are officially licensed. Late reprints from 2016 to 2019. So Square Enix was doing it. So it's possible. Like it's not impossible for companies to like republish old tech or old software. They can do it. I don't know if Sony maybe put forth like there was a new CEO and he was like, nope, we're not doing that anymore. Don't. Why are we supporting that as a waste of money? Right? I'm pretty sure that's probably what happened. But for Square Enix, I'm sure they were like, well, it's it's easy sales. We're selling games that we developed decades ago. Why not? Doesn't hurt. Super fans who want a new copy can buy it from our website or whatever. And this was like 5 years ago. 5-6 years ago. So to answer your question, it's within reason. Like it's within, they can do it. But again, the big wigs and the executives see it as, well, it's a waste. Why do that when we can incentivize people to join our subscription model with the same software that they're asking for, the same things that you want? So Same things that I want. I would love to be able to buy new PlayStation 2 games. You know, even if they're like, you know, let's say they reproduce PS2 games and they're like, you know, they're all greatest hits or whatever, you know, and they have like the current day, the current year, so they're air quotes worth less. I'm cool with that. I just want the game in an official, you know, form. I don't really care about, oh, I want the original 1999 print of whatever game. Like that doesn't, I don't care about that. I just want the official game. They can do it, but they will not. They never will, because it's just they can exploit us in other ways for less investment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely fiscally contradictive to what their mission is, and that's to pretty much relinquish physical games anyway. So
That, or we could charge you $70 for a brand new remake of it, and you know, fuck it up.
yeah, that's true.
800 used games for under $10. I'm pretty sure
That's insane.
this is. It was either this year or maybe it was 2009. I bought a loose copy of Rule of Rose for $4. That game, complete in box, is going for like $800 or something ridiculous like that. Loose copy, we're talking $300-$400. That is insane. So, you know, like, I had a time machine. I went back and I went and bought all copies of Rule of Rose, all copies of Haunting Ground, just fucking stored them shits away in a fucking vault. I'd be a millionaire, you know what I mean?
It's crazy. Zone of the Enders 2, second runner. Then you have Jack and Daxter, Grand Theft Auto. Back when I was playing SmackDown, I think that's 2000.
That's 2007. That's God of War 2. No,
yeah,
God of War 1
good
right
titles.
There. It's Gran Turismo, Need for Speed 2, Underground 2, Metal Gear 3. Some good stuff.
Yeah. Uncharted, Ninja Gaiden, Assassin's Creed. Some good. Wow, man, this is. Ooh, this hurts the heart here, man.
Mm-hmm.
Free new PS2 game, $20 or less with the purchase of a new black or white or silver PlayStation 2 system. Just here's a free game. Just take the shit. Get it out of here.
And what was amazing about those days too, when people would buy something from these stores, they also provided you a gift card, like whether it was $25 or
in addition
like
to the new game, to the new PS2 game, $20 less. So you get a new game and you get a $30 gift card
to go back and buy some more games that was like under $10. What the hell, man? Well, I was so broke back then.
4,200 stores. GameStop is now down. They're under 3,000 stores. Last I checked. So they're holding on, but.
Wow, man! Wow.
Yeah. So let's go back to 2009. How about that? Let's see what the following year had.
Oof. Oh, this is when they started the elites.
Oh, the Slims out. Okay.
Okay. Bakugan, Batman Arkham Asylum.
Great Batman game.
Yes, really, really good. Wow. Okay, the PSP, $79.
$20.
$20 for Phantom Hourglass.
Wow. Wow. Mario Kart Circuit. Oh my goodness. Get Wii Music free with purchase. Okay, Mario Galaxy, which is a phenomenal game, phenomenal platformer.
Yeah, very good. For $40 too is a great price. There's a 360.
ODST, okay. Man.
Damn. I would love to get the Guild Wars trilogy for that price. That.
Left 4 Dead 2.
Remember the PSP Go?
Hey, please go! You were too many years too early, Sony. You predicted digital future, but you came out at the wrong time.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I
Right
had
idea,
one
wrong
because
time.
yeah, I fell into that trap. It's like, oh man, it's gonna be great. I have all my games on one PSP, and it's so good. And I mean, I still got it. It works. I have games on it, but it was not the future.
Yeah, but it could be modded, so
True.
that was the good thing about it. It had a lot of space and it could be modded. So, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people fell for the okie doke because even now they're not privy to like the PS5 digital and the Series S. Like they still don't understand what they're purchasing. So I can imagine how many people got the PSP Go not knowing that there was no cartridge compartment to put your games in.
Here we go. We got some more 360 games.
Speaking about falling for the okie doke, I bought Prototype instead of Infamous. I think those games came out around the same time,
Yep.
and I bought Prototype and I was very underwhelmed and pissed off.
I thought Prototype was a cool ass
Should
game.
have. I mean, the concept was, in my opinion, but the gameplay wasn't that great to me. I think Infamous would have been a better purchase at that time.
Well, Prototype is a lot better than a lot of the modern games we have, so yeah.
True.
I ain't gonna give it too much, too much ill will. $200 for a brand new Wii with Wii Sports.
Man. Yep. Super Mario Brothers Wii. And Link's Crossbow Training,
That was
which
a fun game.
I heard
That was
is
a fun game.
crazy in price.
Yeah, because it's hard to get. It didn't even come in a case. It came in a sleeve. You had to buy the zapper to
Yeah,
get
it came with the Zapper.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Didn't Resident Evil 4 come with the Zapper as well? When it was on the Wii?
There might have been a Zapper package, but it was compatible with the Zapper.
Yeah.
Okay.
$60 for a DS Lite. $40
Pre-owned
for
PS2.
PS2. Jesus.
50 if you want the slim.
Man. Ooh.
Ooh, look at all those locations that probably don't exist there anymore.
And this is all, what, Texas?
Yeah, it was Texas.
Oh, man.
But to be fair, to be, a little charitable, there was a lot of shovelware back then.
Okay. We're thinking the same thing.
There was a lot of shovelware
was.
back then. So, like, the industry was
Yeah.
definitely inflated with a lot of just, like, really low-tier, subpar software.
Like Chicken Blaster.
And the World Zoo. Like, come on.
Yeah.
A bunch of Nerf stuff.
But I was extremely shocked to see, like, main titles as low as they were during those sales, man. Like Bowser's Inside Story, Pokemon Platinum, 34. Well, I mean, that's pretty much what they kind of came out as, because they used to be $40.
No, these retailed at $30. DS games.
Really, the Pokemon ones? I thought they were 40.
$29.99.
I remember.
I recall $29.99. It could have been 40 though. I could be misremembering.
Oh.
I remember the Game Boy ones, and like those were $29.99, but it's a long time ago, so like
yeah.
Uncharted 2, Ratchet and Clank, Prototype again this year.
Well, Blaz Blue when it first came out. Sheesh.
Grand Theft Auto 4. Man, okay. Modern Warfare 2. Which was the big bad back in those days, because Modern Warfare 2 like just took over the globe.
Yeah, people were going crazy for this game.
Yeah.
This one too, Super Mario Brothers, dude. I remember the GameStop I was working in. there was like a drawer and it was just red. It was like a fucking premonition of what the Switch would be. It was just a sea of red. It was all Super Mario Brothers Wii, and people were eating that shit up. And we had like
Yeah, I'm not gonna
cases
lie,
and
it's a
cases
good
of
game.
more Super Mario Brothers, and people were just buying that shit. It was fucking pandemonium.
Buy two get one free. I mean, at least that's a tradition they still hold up for the most part at
Yeah,
GameStop.
yeah. But you know, it doesn't hit the same like it used to, of course, right?
No, it definitely doesn't. And that's the thing too. You know, I've noticed that kind of like movies. You know, like back in the days growing up, movies used to take forever to reach like DVD and reach cable. Like things are moving alarmingly fast, right? Like you'll see a game come out like maybe this month, and by maybe March it'll go down in like 20, depending upon the prestige of the game, right? Because Nintendo, that's like never happens. But like, you know, for Sony and Xbox, give it like a few months and you're gonna save $20 eventually, or maybe 25, depending upon the success of the game. Like is Black Friday even worth it at that point? You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, it's just something that I've noticed during you know, the evolution of games and how fast they're like dropping in price with from their initial release date.
I mean, it depends. Nowadays, unfortunately, with games how they are, waiting for Black Friday even isn't even so much about waiting for a deal. It's, well, it kind of is. It's waiting for a deal in combination with knowing, okay, now I can get this complete game. They've patched it, the bugs have been addressed, or this game is not worth $70, but it might be worth 50 or 40. Like, I think the mindset was just different back then. It's just like, oh, okay, cool. I can get this game that I couldn't get before. I can get it cheaper now. Now, at least for me anyway, when I shop on these Black Friday deals, it's like, all right, this game's complete, it's patched, it works, and it's at the price that I feel it should have been for what they offer me.
Yeah, I get that, but I think about it like, you know, guys like us, yeah, definitely, and I'm sure there's like a marginalized amount of people that thinks the same way as well. But like the masses, I don't know. Like I don't know if like the majority of people would just go to Black Friday just because, or they'll, you know, I I don't know if that's their like that would be their thought process, right? You
For
know,
most normal people, no, no.
so like I don't know. I just I the only thing I see Black Friday being useful for nowadays. I mean, if you get a good deal on a game, you know, that's a plus. But from what I see, typically they're usually going down in price quite frequent. But I would say the best thing for Black Friday now is to purchase like hardware. You know, if you gotta get some memory sticks, if you gotta upgrade that new GPU in your computer, things like that. That's what I typically see the where people go for, like big screen TVs and monitors now. Um,
Yeah, big ticket items. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know if they frequent games nowadays because of how fast they go down in price.
So, what year do you guys want to revisit here?
Mm,
Whew.
we did 8 and 9.
Should we revisit some? Well, depending upon how we are on time, should we revisit something more recent and make a comparison based
We
off of
could.
that?
I mean, we got about time for one more.
All right, yeah, let's do a more current. Last year?
Sure,
2020.
why not? Yeah, let's try 2023. Let's see what they got here.
It's gonna be banging.
So, hey, $60 off of PS5 is pretty good. Get a game with it as well.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Buy two get one free.
Oh.
That's on toys.
Grogu cap.
Toys.
All right.
Oh my god.
All right.
save 50% off select games. You got the new Madden, Hogwarts, Kirby. That's pretty good.
Yeah, up to.
Up to.
We
Could
don't
just
even
be
know.
10% off these games that are pictured. $50
Yeah.
off the new Xbox. Both of them. $50 off VR if you're into that. 20% extra trade. Okay, that's a thing. Buy 2 get 1 free on all pre-owned games. Okay, that's pretty good, right? $10 on these things.
Trade in your mobile phone.
So they got
But you see, oh my god.
yeah, it doesn't it's less cluttered. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also not what's the word I'm looking for? It's not forthcoming, right? If you look at the other flyers, you see, oh, look at all these games under $10. Here you go. Here it's like up to 25%. So maybe you'll get this for the full 25. Like they're not being forthcoming with like the overall prices of their items. You know what I'm saying? Which kind of sucks. It's like save 15 on the Xbox, and the other flyers it was, oh, get the Xbox controller for $25. Not, oh, save $15. Like, tell me what the price is. They're not forthcoming about that in these flyers nowadays. At least that's that's what I've noticed so far.
Yeah, they don't provide a lot of examples to entice you. There is a different style. It's like very umbrella like sales. It's just kind of like a general thing. But here we go. We got some specifics. Yeah. Okay, Star Wars $30, pretty good. That's normal price. All right. Donkey Kong.
Oh, you save 25% on a Mario Power accessory when you buy this.
Oh, the controller, Power A.
Massive sales.
The pink, everybody's favorite Ranger, the Pink Ranger helmet for $20.
Wow! Holy shit!
So,
yeah, if that was the last one for your collection, you're gonna get it for $20 here.
Sorry, Kimberly. Hey, half off. That's pretty good, right?
Right. It's a good Kirby game. Yeah, okay.
So a lot of these sales are like the same from what we saw before.
Yeah.
On the first page. Hey, monster trucks, blind bag, $1.79 a piece, huh? It's pretty good.
Soundwave helmet.
$2 for a pink Freddy Bear. All right. And
Shining Pearl, $30. Now that was like a deal right there.
Yeah, to get a broken Pokemon game. Hey, $30 off of God of War here. It's pretty good. And save money on your PS5 controllers because they'll mess up on you in 3 months.
Yeah, you'll be back in February to get another one.
So we got time. We do another one. That was quick.
Yeah, but so now anybody watching can see the difference between Black Friday then and Black Friday now. It's very, very different.
So let's take a look at
very
Black Friday for when the PS4 and the Xbox One came out. This is 2013. Curious to see what this looks like.
Joy to the players.
And this is not even a scan. It's a fucking picture.
Look at that. Save $140 as opposed to just saving $50 on the newer consoles. Big significant difference. And they give you the price of each thing. Like they're more forthcoming about the pricing. Battlefield 4.
Ooh, Disney Infinity is like, please take one.
Yeah.
Oh man. Xbox
Live on sale. That's cool. 3 months for $15. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I remember people used to load up on those by.
That's what I used to do. Them. Yeah.
But now you can't do that anymore.
Nope.
man.
Ooh, Diablo 3.
Okay,
Oh.
Halo 4.
Man,
Oh man.
$20 for Bioshock Infinite. Wasn't the same, but Bioshock Infinite wasn't a bad game. Looking back on it, I look back on it fondly.
10,
Yeah, I've only played 1 and
$10
2.
for Street Fighter Cross Tekken is pretty good.
Yeah. Such an underrated fighting game, man. I really enjoyed it. Let's see.
Even the PlayStation Plus membership was on sale.
That's when I used to scoop it up every Black Friday.
Yeah, because what was it? A whole year, right? Or something?
Yeah, it was a year.
Assassin's Creed, one of the better ones from what I've been told. All the Maddens
Friday,
are like
yeah.
$12. The Maddens are still way overpriced, but whatever.
Remember this bundle?
Oh,
The blue. Well, they had a 12 gigabyte one. It looks like this is the 250 gig PS3 version 3, super slim, with a free copy of
Oh,
Jack and
nice.
Daxter collection. That's pretty good.
That's really good, actually. Yeah. $20 each. A Realm Reborn, Final Fantasy 14, Kingdom Hearts, and Deadpool. Which Deadpool has skyrocketed now because of the movie.
oh really? I shouldn't be too surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that Nino Cooney? Yeah,
I think-
Nino Cooney.
Yeah, I still need to pick
I
that
think
game
this
up.
is like $100 game right now. Like
Whoa,
it's like 80
really?
or $100. Yeah, it's like really expensive.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Wow.
Oh, the Vita was out. That's
Right.
right. The Vita was a
Oh
thing.
yeah. And it came with a memory card. Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
these
yo, let me.
cool tablets you're definitely still using. Yeah, this is when they were trying to branch out and kind of figure out, okay, what else? What do we want to be? Like, they're selling Bluetooth speakers.
Oh, I thought that was a rice cooker. I'm like,
That's a
what the
Bluetooth
fuck
speaker.
is
What else could we resell? I mean, that's not far fetched, Gunner, because I saw some waffle makers at the local GameStop a couple of weeks ago. So
Yeah,
like,
Really? You sure the employee just didn't bring one by mistake?
it was like Mario based.
no, yeah, they
that,
got
so.
houseware stuff like mugs and waffle makers and just weird stuff.
StarCraft. Ooh, Luigi's Mansion. See, yeah, I remember this year because Wolf helped me get the Legend of Zelda 3DS. I ended up
Oh
buying
yeah, I
that.
have that three. Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up buying that along with a physical copy because 3DS. What Nintendo like to do is put digital copies on the console and not give you a physical. So
Yeah. Damn. You know what? Fucking funny enough, Dream Team is still that price.
oh, Dream Team still $40.
Yeah.
Did I? I think I got that, but I need a case for it though. I need to find the case.
And I want to see that's when I was gonna get into Monster Hunter Try, because I didn't have a Wii U, and I was gonna like, okay, can we play together? And it was like, nah, it's either 3DS only or Wii U only, and most of you guys were on the Wii U, so I was like, okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I might pick it up just to try it. Like I've seen it around at GameStops. I might just try it because I never tried that Monster Hunter.
Ultimate 3.
yeah, I would say pick it up if you're interested. It still has the whole water aspect. I know a lot of you guys are not too fond of it, but I still think it was an overall good game. So
Ooh. Yeah, I'd give
Nintendo
it a
Land.
shot, man. Fucking Wind Waker. But my one of my top Zelda games. It's the only one that is currently not on the Switch, which is odd, but There's still time, I guess.
Yeah, it's that one, and I think Majora's Mask is not on the Switch. Oh, and I think Ocarina of
Right.
Time isn't either, right?
Yeah, because they ported them over to the 3DS.
Yeah.
Now,
Man,
speaking
okay.
of Wii U,
There it is.
$50 for the Pro controller. Ain't like that for the Switch one. That's for damn sure.
Man, Rayman was on every freaking console, man. Like, whew. Such a good game, but I haven't like I don't know if I picked it up yet.
It's pretty good games for $5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a nice lineup.
Yeah, that's about what 13's worth.
Hey, it's still going for $5 today.
Buy one, get one free. Look at all the Just Dances.
How much do you want to dance? And you know what? Some of these are going for a lot of money. Some of these variants, like Just Dance Kids, I think is worth a lot.
That's so weird. What becomes like?
What becomes valuable?
Yeah. It's like
Holy
collect
shit,
and rare.
man.
Wait. Is GameStop? They were admitting that these games are hard to get.
Yeah,
I would say
40
so.
$40.
Metroid
Wow.
Trilogy, I still
is worth-
couldn't get.
This is 2 times the value now, maybe 3.
Yeah.
Xenoblade's only probably cheaper because if you're looking to play the game, you just get the Switch one.
Yeah. I need to give those a try. I heard those were good games.
Oh, they're amazing games. Oof, look at those cell phones.
Oh my
Damn.
god, iPad Mini or Nano? Yeah, iPad Nano.
I had
Wow.
a Nano.
Whoa.
That's back before you needed iTunes and shit, and just like
Yeah.
before Apple became the insulated, what do they call it? The walled off garden that it is now, and you gotta have a fucking iCloud account and shit.
Yeah, I miss the days of MP3 players because that's basically what it was.
It was, yeah. I think you needed iTunes to sync your music, but like there was no subscription. I had iTunes on my PC. So
Yeah, you would just
Yeah, that's as far as it
download
went.
local files and just manage them however you saw fit.
right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
$10 for Wiimote. That's wow.
That's a really good.
$30 for an Xbox controller pre-owned. Damn. I mean, the PlayStation has like the 3 has maintained its value for a while. Like I ain't see anything no less the original one though. I haven't seen anything on these circulars no less than 200 on there.
It's a great system, and it's going back up in value. Like it's slowly climbing back up. Same with
I can
360.
imagine.
360's climbing up in value.
Which is shocking because of the backwards compatibility of the
Yeah, but here's the
Series
thing:
X,
backwards compatibility on Xbox is kind of like disingenuous because it's not native backwards compatibility like it was for PS3 and PS2. It's backwards compatibility as long as you can connect to the internet. So you have to connect to the internet,
Oh, okay.
download the file for the game, and your disc basically becomes the key to unlock that file. So it's not really backwards
okay.
compatibility. It's air quotes backwards compatibility.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So in order for you to utilize it, you must have an internet connection.
Yeah, you got to have an account with Microsoft, and you have to have, internet connection to download the game and to kind of register. So each time you play it, I think you have to it has to do like a check or something, or maybe every few times you play it, something like that. But once I realized that, I was just like, oh, this is kind of lame. I thought it was like native. It just read the disc. No, that's not true.
I figured too. I figured that's what it was too. That it was hardware based. I didn't.
Nope, it's not. Which is why I decided to buy an original Xbox and a Xbox 360e model. So now I have those two, pieces of hardware. I can play it locally, natively, no connection, no nothing. Just play the game.
Nice. That's nice.
Yeah, but that's those are the old Black Friday ads.
Man, this was a fun trip down memory lane. A little sad though, due to the fact that these games were in our grasp and they were affordable, and now the games that we grew up with are pretty much price wise into the stratosphere, where it's impossible to reach unless you got that Bill Gates money. It's just it just really sucks, man. It really does suck. Which is funny because if we were a tad bit older back in those days and had our shit together, we'd probably have all these games that people are running around frantically to acquire. But hey, hindsight is 2020. Luckily, they're implementing remakes and remasters of games that we probably either have had our hands on or didn't even get to experience due to the lack of funds as a adolescent. So it's there's a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. So yeah.
Yep. So
yeah,
there's that. What you have to say, Gunnar? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. It's kind of repeat of what Esoteric said. It was cool to look back on some of this stuff. When things felt a little bit more visceral, a little bit more real. As we saw with the 2023 ad, things just seem more transient, ethereal. It's just like it's not a real thing. It's just an ambiguous percentage that you might save. You might save a lot. You might save a little bit. You're practically paying for these things full price. You're not really getting a deal.
Yeah.
So it's just a stark contrast between how things were on sale then to how they are now. I know online shopping had a lot to do with that and kind of fucked over brick and mortar businesses. Despite how much you dislike you may or may not dislike GameStop, it's still a brick and mortar business, and places like Amazon definitely took a bite out of their pie. But no, it was fun. It was fun, and just having the hindsight we have now, and knowing like, wow, this game's $200 now, $100, $80. This game is still the same price it was back in 2008. It's still $40, and that's if you get it at a decent thing, and no, not guaranteeing you're gonna get the box. You might just get the cartridge for $40. So, kind of, interesting and depressing at the same time.
Indeed.
Yeah. I usually find myself looking at old stuff like this, which can be depressing, but I think it just gives me more perspective and allows me to maybe even look around modern day and kind of appreciate the things that I have right now, because in 5 to 10 years, stuff that I am taking for granted now may not be around. So I think that's kind of my biggest takeaway, is kind of appreciating what you have in the modern day, because it may not be there tomorrow. So sometimes you gotta just take the time to smell the flowers. That was my biggest takeaway, and going back to these like old ads from back in the day. So with that being said, for those listening, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed the conversation, a dislike if you didn't. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about those old Black Friday adverts from 2008, 2009, 2012, and 2023. If you like this episode, let us know so we can do more stuff like it. Right, we're unsure as to what people enjoy watching and listening to. So if you really enjoyed it, then definitely leave a like and a comment. Subscribe for more content. There are going to be some changes coming to the Logical Gamers channel. So next year, we are going to move the podcast to a dedicated channel. So that's something that's going to happen in 2025. For the rest of the year, though, the rest of December at least, episodes will come out as scheduled on Wednesday, 12 p.m. Eastern. So definitely look out for that. But we will drop more details as we get closer to the end of the year about the change and about the new direction of the main Logical Gamers channel. The podcast is not going to go away. It's just going to it's going to have a new home. Think of it as like network television. Sometimes TV shows will kind of move stations or whatever. It's kind of something like that. So that's something to look out for. And definitely check out our other content as well. There's like 2-minute reviews. Esoteric has been real diligent about making his reviews for games that he's played recently. A lot of horror reviews for games that he played this last October, and amongst other games that he's played throughout the year. There's also unboxing videos as well as a few opinion pieces that you might find interesting as well. Check the description for our social media presence, websites, whatever you want to call it. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, Discord, and Twitch. Esoteric streams 2 to 3 times a week on the Twitch channel, so definitely check them out on Logical Gamers TV. Usually Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, if anything, right? Yeah, so cool. Happy Thanksgiving, Happy Black Friday, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all of that, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yep. See you next year.